Hello everybody and welcome to day 6 of our toy car bonanza. We've got a guest with us today, haven't we? Come here.
Hello, guest. Have you come to look at the toy cars with us?
I think you have. Now, he's quite an angry bird, so he's probably going to be doing a lot of this whilst I'm looking at these. But we've got a large selection of toy cars brought from charity shops loose, like this one. What do you think of this one, Pidge? You don't like it. Do you not like it? No, he's flirting with it. Yes, what we got here is one of those catering lorries. This was a mistake. I have 20 minutes of this now, and I hope you enjoy it. It's one of those catering lorries from the international airport sets, as a couple more of these have appeared in the local charity shop. So I brought them, as you do, because why wouldn't you? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you like watching my pigeon absolutely obliterate me, because that's what he's going to be doing this entire video unless he goes away. And I'm okay with this. But yeah, it's very much similar to the design that we looked at before. And as I said, I buy these whenever I see them because I quite enjoy them. I'm just going to bring the bag over here because I think my right hand is going to be the main one for this entire episode. How about we look at this thing? Pidge, what do you think of this? What do you think of this thing? Here we go. Paith News. It's got a spinny thing on the top. It's got a boot that's still there. Oh, no, Pidge doesn't like that one. Do you not like this one, Pidge? No, he doesn't like this one. It's got a bonnet that opens with an engine. As you see, it's got a sort of button here. If we turn it upside down, you can see that the button releases it. 50 pence is what I spent on this. So let's, there we go. And let's have a look at what it actually is. Pidge, can you read this? Of course he can't. It's a Dinky Toys Fiat 2300 station wagon. And I looked this up, and this particular one is the Paith News based one, which if I wanted one in brand new condition would cost me nearly 300 bloody pounds. Seriously. This costs 50 pence, as you've seen. And it's in absolutely atrocious condition, isn't it, Pidge? There you are. He's such a good boy, isn't he? It's all right, but what I particularly like about this one, if I put the bumper down, is if you look at the front wheels, look at the back wheels, and then look at the front wheels, and see how much different they are. And that's because when you actually look at them, the front wheels are not the original front wheels. They are literally what appears to be wheels from something else, or just seals that have been riveted into place by somebody, meaning that some kid back in the day broke this and their dad fixed it for them, which I absolutely adore. I need this finger back just so I can focus. Here we go. Absolutely adore. I mean, it's bloody awful, but it's just what happened, and it's great. It's in terrible condition. Trust me, 50 pence is probably too much for it as it currently stands without proper restoration. But it's just something nice. Hey, Pidge, what do you think of this? Yeah, you don't care. You don't care. And we're on a white tablecloth as well, aren't we? Next toy car. Oh, look at this. It's a Matchbox. Definitely seen better days. And look, it cost me 50 pence, which is a bit too expensive, really. I'm just going to have to do more videos of just this pigeon murdering me whilst I'm looking at stuff. It changes the aesthetic terribly, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Who's an angry boy? Little shit. It's hard to focus. A bloody pigeon trying to murder me. Or because I'm daring to do things with my hand. Anyway, yeah, it's a Matchbox. It's obviously meant to have a sort of lifty up thing here, which just isn't there at the moment. It's definitely seen better days. It's the 1972. It's covered with a sticker. 1972. Definitely seen better days. Again, love though. Somebody's painted it. I'm assuming it was orange originally and they painted it blue. Or maybe it was blue and they painted over orange. In fact, actually, it looks like it was orange and they painted it blue. Who knows? It should have been in one of the bagged lots that were in there, but it wasn't. We've got a lot of cars to get through. We're not making good pace here. Look at this thing. Isn't this hideous? Pidge, is this hideous? Yeah, how hideous is it? He thinks it's hideous. There we go. He's getting bored of murdering me now. Oh, getting bored of murdering me. Yeah, it's a Hot Wheels. It's incredibly flat. Like if we compare it to this Hot Wheels, which is a race car we looked at before. I think it's a fairly recent one as well, even though it got the bottom, which got me. It's got that printed Hot Wheels thing in it. I don't remember what it was called. Lomad. It is the Lomad. That's what it is. We're going to put that there because it's not that interesting. Are you done now? What a silly question. Would you like this toy car? You like this one? This was brought in a toy shop in Ashby. And immediately looking at it, you can tell it's not quite right, but it's not quite wrong either. Very worn. Opening doors. Go drawing back over. Yes, we can't not have my Pidgey boy murdering my face, can we? I've got you now, I've got you. But yeah, if we look on the bottom, it's Corvette made in Hong Kong, but there's no sort of maker's mark or company or anything other than the fact it was made in Hong Kong. So it's quite an interesting one. I know a lot of toy cars have come out of Hong Kong, especially Dinky moved its production to Hong Kong right at the very end, if I recall correctly. So, yeah, it's quite nice, which is one of the reasons I picked it up. As I said, we've got quite a few to get through, and this is going to be a longer video just because I'm semi-distracted by a murdering pigeon. Oh, look, it's a fire truck. Let's take the sticker off. Would you like the sticker, Pidge? Do you want a sticker? Are you 50 pence? You cost more than 50p. You cost me nothing. I picked you up from the street. It's a fire engine. It's going to be Lesney. It's got its ladder in place. It's got its wheels. There we go. It's a Merryweather Marquee Edition number 2 fire engine. Yeah, that's our truck, Pidge. Do you want the fire engine? Just trying to get this pigeon to murder things because he's more interesting than the content of the video currently. No, he doesn't like that. But it is in very poor condition, as you can see. It's very, very worn. The wheels are actually pretty damn good, though. They've still got the paint. The axles are rusted, but the wheels are pretty damn good. There's nothing particularly wrong with them. I just don't want him to fly off because he hasn't taken a shit for a while. I don't want shit in my carpet. You're going to land on one of my fursuits and shit on that, aren't you? The ladder's there. It's broken at the top, but it's still quite nice. You could definitely take that for a restoration. It's probably quite a good restoration project just on the basis that it's all there, not dented, really. The only thing wrong with it is this ladder. You could quite easily do something with that. Oh, no, don't go for that hand. I need that hand. Here we go. Another Loros. Can you tell where I get most of my things from? Would you like this sticker? You want the sticker? You can't have the sticker. No, not that hand. That hand doesn't hurt. Are you going to poo on the toy cars? He's going over there now. So, as you can see, the axle on this one is kind of buggered. It's kind of buggered. Was it 1979? This one is 1979. Made in England, Lesney products. 500 PA. Super? Oh, Super. It's just called Super. Super. It looks like something from the Addams Family and the Wacky Racers had a baby and then didn't get any glass. It's all right. It's literally got 2 sofas inside it. Pidge, do you want this? No, he doesn't want it. Do you want this? You want this? No, he doesn't want this. Incidentally, don't ever have a pet pigeon for a pet. Seriously, they're just a pain in the arse. Oh, no, we can't have that one. Coach. It's another coach. Very similar to, in fact, it is. It's the same coach as this. It's just got a different paint job to it. And its condition is far, far inferior. They're both Icarus coaches. He's going to fly away in a minute. I'm going to have to chase him, aren't I? Oh, he's convulsing. His bum's convulsing. But yeah, it's in much worse condition. It's green. I picked it up because why not? More coaches, the better. It will still be going on the shelf of bosses and so forth, which is absolutely fine. I'm okay with this. Now that's a joint thing. Actually, yeah, let's do the joint thing now. Orangina lorry from Corgi. Yep, we got another lorry. You could get inside, so we could put cars inside there like this. You could put the cars you don't like in there. I don't know why I'm putting these ones. And then you can tip them all out and wonder why everything's so dented and broken. Are you thinking about going back in your cage? Oh, there we go. He's finally pooed. Yeah, of course he has. Well, that's not too bad. Corgi. Made in Great Britain, Corgi. Orangina. I don't know. What's it going to be? 90s? Not terrible. Not terrible. Where is he? He's still there. He's still on the table. He's not gone away. He's trying to eat things. How's about this? It's a police car. It's a Jaguar. It's going to be sort of early 90s, this one. Jaguar XJ16. 1991? Yeah, 1991. Quite nice. And it's in that old-style police livery, which is orange with the blue and white things. They have it sort of fluorescent green now and stuff like that, which is all right. I like that quite a lot. I'll be keeping that one. Some of these I keep, some of them I don't for obvious reasons. Oh, God, we do have genuinely quite a lot in here. I'm going to start picking the pace up because what are we? We're 10 minutes in and we barely looked at anything. Here's another police car. This one is a Hot Wheels one. Sort of your 1990s, I believe. 1989 this one is. I like the wheel design on this one quite a lot. So obviously it's seen better days with this transfer and so forth. And I definitely prefer this one, even if it doesn't have its light bar, which I've just noticed. Was that just never on there or did it come off? Who knows? This one had a light bar and it's obviously gone. These cars have seen the same amount of days. But yeah, not a terrible design. Here's one of my favourite things I brought in the charity shop. And this one came from Loros for 50 pence. Now, as you know, I quite like the Ford-based toys that we get around here. Pidge, you have so much finesse. So much for news when dealing with toy cars. But look at the condition of this one. Now, this was 50 pence. Literally, that little bit of paintwork right there and that little bit of paintwork are the only blemishes on the entire toy car. Minus, there was a bit of paper on here where it was the price sticker. But that's gone now. And that is such a nice condition car. I am 100% keeping that. Don't care. All I've got to do is try and angle it so you can't see that bit. Really, really like that. One of my favourite things that I've brought over the entire period of time. No, Pidge, it's not food, it's a trailer. Car. Now, not the sort of thing I'd buy from a charity shop when it's loose because it looks terrible, but it's called Vulture. And as you know, my name is Ekron Vulture, and I dress up like a vulture, and I like vultures, and I have one tattooed on my arm. So if there's a car called Vulture, you damn well know I'm going to buy it. Hello, Pidge. We should feed you, shouldn't we? Look at this. This is a matchbox. Are you coming over? Would you like some food, Pidgey Pidge? Now let's take the price sticker off, or try to. Oh, wait, what's that? Orange? Pidgey, what are you doing? Would you like some food? Oh, yeah. You want some food, Pidgey? Here you go. Wait. Now, that was probably the worst place to put the food, let's be bloody fair, but there it is. Hey, what's this? Do you want this? Food. Look, food. Food in the toy car, Pidge. This is a Matchbox Battle King's DAF Med Ambulance, by the way. I'm just going to get that out there because that's what it is. This tablecloth was clean. It is now no longer clean because we had to feed the pigeon. This particular model, as you know, was made by DAF to feed the giant Japanese pigeons that did attack the cities, imported into the Japanese after the Second World War so they could fend off the giant attacks from pigeons in their cities. As you can see, it sort of has a very, very sort of semi-effect on pigeons, especially when they come towards you. So I'm going to leave that there so we have to come over with food because I'm a bastard. And of course, we couldn't not have a Peterbilt based... Actually, this one isn't Peterbilt. It's a DAF 3 space cab. But we couldn't have a Peterbilt-esque sort of lorry. We couldn't not have one of those because we've got an actual lorry over here, you know? And there we go. We couldn't not have one that was of the same sort of vein and build. Let's be fair. We just couldn't. What is my life coming to? It's quite nice. It's got the horns on the top. I prefer these over the... It's not a Peterbilt one by the looks of it, and I prefer it personally. Much heavier construction. Very nice. Would actually go quite well with the trailer that came with the other lorry, but as the other lorry is a bit more uncommon, we're going to pick that and we're going to keep using that one. And it's a Matchbox Silver Bullet. I like this. It's in very good condition, all things considered. You look at it. It's the Silver Bullet, number 9... Yeah, Silver Bullet 9, 1974. That surprised me when I looked at it. It was 1974 because it shares quite a lot of similarities with more sort of recent cars and the way they just look. The aesthetics are very similar. The wheels are very similar. But it surprised me and I've actually come to quite like it. I can't tell if it's faded or not. I think the stickers aren't faded. That one looks a bit faded. I think that's just the way the car is designed. But I quite like that. And so I'm going to put it on top of the DAF truck over there. Now Pidge's gone away. Things are a lot easier. Oh, look at this. Oh, no, it's stuck. It's a Lone Star something or other with lights on the top and 2 steering wheels. And the cab opens so you can put things inside, like birdseed to annoy Pidge because he can't figure out how to get to it. And it's missing something in the back. Loros, 75 pence. This was more expensive. A Lone Star Top Boy made in England. And I did look this up. They made various different versions of the Top Boy truck. And this one, the W. Dun, dun, dun. No, Pidge, that's a trailer. The W, this one was the tipper truck. Cement tipper-based truck. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. That's what this one would have been. My table was covered in bloody birdseed and pigeon shit. Great. Pretty nice, you know, obviously in terrible condition and missing things, but pretty nice. I said I'm going to put that over there. Oh, Pidge does not like that. Now he's pecking it. Well done, Pidge. How are we doing on here? Oh, we're probably about halfway through. Of course, the first half of the video was slowed down innumerably by the fact that there was an angry pigeon attempting to bloody murder me, which I'll admit was my own fault. Oh no, the angry pigeon's coming. The angry pigeon's coming. Quick, International Airport, save us. Save us, International Airport, from the angry pigeon. Oh, wait, no. Angry pigeon! Angry pigeon! Don't ever have a pigeon as a pet. Just don't. Anyway, international airport. We've seen these before, obviously. Made in China. Same set. I said I'd buy these when I buy them. He's calmed down. Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you want it? Should I poke you with it? Should I poke you with it? Should I poke you with it? No, don't poke pigeon. But yeah, no, international airport. Nothing wrong with that. It's quite nice. Oh, he wants the bird seed. That's fine. I'm going to put that there. He's chasing it. I put it down and he's chased it. Great. Oh dear. I really should have had these on the table, but I was focused on getting Pidge out. Here's another one from the international airport set, or I assume it is. It's obviously the same sort of catering truck, but this one, unfortunately, is broken. It's missing one of its legs, so we can't lift it up, which is both a shame, but acceptable, you know. Will live. I can't even get it down properly. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just another truck. You know, they ain't going to make it onto the truck of the most amazing things that we've got, but, you know, they probably ain't going to catch fire and explode. Now, I'm starting to get, because they're all in a backpack I use to store them because they had to be out the way. And now I'm just going to start bringing them all out the bag so it's nice and easy for me to just kind of grab what I need and go. Here comes Pidge again. Here's a Roller-Matic, and it's got a W on it again, and it costs 50 pence. I won't pay 50 pence for one of these again, not in this bloody condition. Obviously, this is a very, very knackered, unfortunately, but he's got his driver, which is convenient because we also happen to have the Blue Shark. As you can see, once I pick them up, the bottom is... yes, Pidge, that's my hand. The bottom is different. Obviously, they use different base plates, but the body itself is the same. Like, pretty much right down to the end, the bottom is just the same, and one's got a drive and one hasn't. This one's obviously... Oh, obviously, that's got that bit added on top there. This one's obviously in much better condition than this one, so I might actually attempt to take the driver out there and put it in this one. The Roller-Matic function doesn't particularly work. It was obviously meant to have these fans going. That one sort of works, but this one's just buggered, which is a shame. But this one is a genuinely very nice rolling vehicle, and I quite like this, so I'll be keeping this one, and I might try and scrap the driver. Yes, murder the driver. Kill the driver, Pidge. Kill the driver. That's not the driver, that's me. I mean, technically, I'm going to put this car on you. Ha ha ha! I put the car on you. Ha ha ha! I'm going to put the car on you. Oh, God. There need to be more YouTube videos where the guy is just trying to do his thing, and there's an angry pigeon attempting to murder him continuously. Let's have these two, because you will have seen these two in the Polaroid video, and I don't remember if I actually had them on camera. I might have. Both brought from charity shops next to each other in Colville. Excellent condition Land Rover and Land Rover from different time periods, a Matchbox and a Hot Wheels. This is 1989 and this one is 1987. So actually it's a half-decent comparison of the two different types of toys that Hot Wheels and Matchbox were making at the time. This is the Hot Wheels, this is the Matchbox. Decent comparison of the toys they were making. I'll never understand how Matchbox lost. How the hell do you do this? Because I don't like this at all. Like, not in compared to this, but I suppose that's down to the realism preferences of myself. Very nice toys. Now we've got a bunch of little micro machines and other bits and pieces. Let's do this one because it's here. International Airport. We all know what International Airport is. This is the second one of these I brought loose from this charity shop. Missing its seats, but it's got a steering wheel, which, as you know, comes out really easy. Yeah, no, that's fine. It's one of them. Let's do this one as well. Get this one out of the way. Pidgey, where are you going, Pidge? Are you going to jump off the table now? He can fly. I think he wants to go back in his cage and he can't figure out how. You're going to jump on the floor. Who cares? This is an ammunition limber from Crescent Toys Company Limited. Now, I made a mistake because there were two armoured cars that were supposed to come with this and I didn't buy them. And they were quite large armoured cars. I didn't like them, so I didn't buy them. And they went back the next day and they were gone, which was stupid because they were £1 each and this was 50 pence. But I haven't got an ammunition limber of any kind. It would be quite nice to go with other sets. So, you know, we can have an ammunition limber being towed by this vein. That's obviously realistic and in size proportion. So, yeah, no, ammunition limber, quite nice, heavily constructed. Got a thing on the back so you can tow more. Pidge, that's a bloody seat. It's not food. If you want food, it's here. You see? It just means you have to come close to me and this toy car. Look at this toy car. And just walk. Yeah, that's it. Just walk over all of my toy cars. Just no. Just pigeon. See this pigeon? 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 Okay, that's a bit mean. This is what I do. This is what I do. I pigeon you. Where did that? Anyway, it's another one of the early Lesney type cars that we were looking at before. Obviously, we got a lot of them out of bag. This one was loose for some reason. Chevrolet Impala, number 67 by Lesney. Again, its condition is less than ideal. Almost all of its paintwork's gone. Its glass is fogged and scratched, and it's a pigeon magnet for murder, apparently. So it's quite nice, though. You know, I haven't got a problem with it. It makes a good noise, and it does scare pigeons. That or they're just attracted to murdering. My hand. Can I just have this? Thanks, Pidge. So we got that. Here we go. Here's McDonald's have a history of making Hot Wheels-based toys to go in their Happy Meals. I'm going to scratch my face whilst Pidge murders that hand. Personally, remember this campaign because I wanted one of these and my parents never took me to McDonald's, so I never got one. 1994. Yes. Now, I was only about 5 at the time, so I saw it in like an advert and that was it. It's much different to their sort of other designs that rolled around just because, oh, look at it. Obviously, it's got McDonald's wheels. It's a different type of plastic. It's sort of got the same as that split image design. And it's got whatever the hell that's meant to be on the front, sort of turbo. It's not a bad toy. It just doesn't look great. But it's what you'd expect from like a Hot Wheels contracted made toy for McDonald's in the 90s. And its backdrop of an angry pigeon is quite entertaining, personally. So I'm going to put that there and confuse him greatly. And now he's going to follow my hand around. We're actually near the end of what we got in here. Oh, you just missed that. He's just tried to whack me with his wings. Normally the females try to do that. The males just bite. Now, this is a Jaguar D-Type, I'm pretty damn sure, which was a racing car. They only made like 7 or 8 of them. It was in Test Drive Unlimited 2, which I drove around a lot. Called Turbulence, 1999, this particular one. I quite like this car, which is why I brought it. I said, normally I don't buy cars of this sort of design. Pidge obviously has differing opinions on this. I don't normally buy ones like this, and especially if I'm buying one because I like it. You know, condition has to be good for something like this to draw my attention. But, yeah, I quite like that, hence why I brought it. So I'm going to put that over there. And Pidge is standing on the next car. He's standing on the next car I need. But I'm taking a selection of cars because we've got a large selection of Micro Machine-esque vehicles that I brought as well. And it also reminds me I need to go down to the charity shop when I have some money. We've got an Avenger. Micro Machines, again, not my speciality because they're so bloody expensive. And they are expensive. We've got this 4-wheel drive thing, Hasbro. We've got this, which I think is a Dodge of some kind. Again, probably Hasbro. Can't make out. They're very small machines. There's this, which isn't your typical micro machine because it has, it's a Nano Speed SC1. Don't know much about this. It's got rubberized T wheels. As you can see, that one's cracked. Pidge, get off that. That pigeon. Quite a nice little car design, that. Nothing wrong with that. We've got this one, which isn't going to be a micro machine. It's just ever so slightly too large for that, and it's got a lot more license. Licensed by Dr. Ing HC F Porsche AG MPG FT064 is what that says. It's a micro machine, except it's not. And finally, the last micro machine S thing, which is also Hasbro, so it probably is a micro machine of stuff. Can't fault it. You know, there are a lot of details for such tiny cars, but it's just not my forte. I'd love to get into it, but the problem is when you go on eBay, like something like that is about £3. Everything on this table has cost me about £15 in total, so to cover micro machines would be incredibly expensive. Though to be fair, the charity shop does have the carrying case in it, and I have these, so I could always do them. Now, we've got these 3 here. And we've got one brand new one that I quite like, so I brought, and one old one, and then we're done with this, and we can put Pidge back in his cage. Now look at these. They look a bit naff, but look, there's a rear end here that we haven't got. If you look on the bottom, they are actually made by Mattel, which is interesting. I have the feeling they came out of Kinder Egg surprises at some point, because this one looks like a design we've had before, where the driver's seat is covered by like a razor blade, and they split in half if you pull them apart. But they don't feel like they're meant to. So I have the feeling these came out of Kinder Egg capsules and were put together as toys, which would actually make a lot of sense. It literally only occurred to me when I was standing here because Pidge likes Kinder Egg capsules. Don't shit on that. And same for here, you know, they're just small little Hot Wheels-esque cars that don't have much detail to them. They're just made from Mattel. They're obviously Hot Wheels, and they're not branded as Hot Wheels, but they are. They're not interchangeable, so you can't take one from the one and put the other on, which is what I originally thought, because obviously that was a thing that there was around in the 80s, and they're bloody expensive. They're cheap, they're nasty. They're like me, really. Right, let's do this brand new car because I quite like this one because it's one of the ones that they've done where it's in the vein of the old one. And we've looked at the Audis before, so let's have a look at this one. Yep, yes, Pidge, you want to look at this one, don't you? Do you want to look at it? No, you just want to bite it. Do you want the packaging? Should we put it on your head? There you go. Would you like the packaging? There you go. I've given him the packaging. Yeah, he's. You tune in to watch toy cars, but instead you get to watch my pigeon destroying everything and somehow just being more entertaining than me. No, we're not filming that, Pidge. Stop it. You don't want to know what that is, trust me. But yeah, God, we're 26 minutes in. This video has taken far longer just because this bloody pigeon. We still got another day tomorrow. Mind you, it had to be a good one on a Saturday. But yeah, this is a Quattro Castro. Got wheels, 1984 design, 2018. Not focused on the car. That was clever. I'm too busy watching Pidge to make sure he's not going to shit on the last car. That would make me cross, that would. But yeah, really genuinely quite like that because it's just a lot of attention to detail to an old car. I've always been a fan of these, so I'm going to put that there. I'm going to draw the last car over whilst being chased by an angry pigeon, which is this. Now, very similar sort of time and date with wheels to this one. It's obviously a Hot Wheels. It's a Ferrari, that's what it is. And it's very, very nice. 1990 Hot Wheels. I just like this design, you know. I can't fault it. I like the wheel design. I like everything about it. There's nothing wrong with it. Oh, bloody hell, I've just punched Pidge. And that's the last car that we got to look at. You know, we've gone through 6 days of this. 6 days of looking at toy cars. We've got a real collection back there. Birdseed everywhere. And an angry pigeon loose on the table. Can you eat the birdseed from him? To be fair, he only bothered me for the first couple of minutes. But yeah, this video wasn't meant to be half an hour long. But it sort of ended up that way. So I apologise for that. Tune in tomorrow for the last day. Tune in tomorrow for the last day of the week of special of charity shop based cars, which is a complete lie because this isn't from a charity shop. This one's brought off eBay, where we will be doing something special in the middle of somewhere, unless it all falls through, and then I end up doing it in my back garden. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think of this complete bastard, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Say goodbye, Pidge. Say goodbye. Bye, Pidge. That'll do. Bye, people.